Hey, thanks for joining me again today. My name is Lance, and thanks for checking us out. Here's my palette. Okay, we got red, white, blue, crimson, black. This is just a bright red, titanium white, ivory black, alizarin crimson, phthalo blue, some green something. It's a premix I bought. It's a pretty good color. I'll find out. Uh, Sap green, bright yellow, just a yellow like a cad yellow, not quite that bright. Burnt sienna and a raw umber, which is like a Van Dyke brown. So that's what I'm going to use for now to get started. And I've put the wetness on the canvas, so it's wet. Oh yeah, it's fine. It's kind of warm out in Montana right now, so we'll see how it goes. Let's get let's get up here, kind of get this close, and I think that'll work right there. Maybe we'll go back a little bit. That's a good angle there, I think. All right, I'm going to lock it in so it stays focused for you. The other times I didn't do that, so um, I'm not working tonight, so I'm gonna have a little vino. But I'm gonna do a painting here. It's a wet canvas. It's white acrylic or white on there to keep it wet. And I'm just gonna do a little painting with a mountain, like I usually do, and some trees and some water, some rocks, and we'll just see how it turns out. Okay. We're gonna do it a little different today, but I'm gonna start out. I'm gonna make the sky a little darker because I'm gonna put some clouds up there. So I'm gonna take make sure everything's up and running. Yeah, I think we're good. Take some phthalo blue. I was thinking of going a little darker, but we'll put it on thick, okay? And then put this phthalo blue on here. And I'm just gonna come in here and start hitting the corners. I'm gonna angle it a little bit, okay? Do something different today. Looks cool. This is just a 1-inch nice bristle brush I got online for got 2 of them. I'm gonna get some 2-inchers because they work. They're pretty good brushes. I'll leave a little light in there. You want the top darker, remember, because if you do it that way, it'll lead your eye down. Just kind of coming down there. You can't make a mess when you're having fun, right? Okay, just throw that in there. Darker up top, a little lighter in the bottom. I'm gonna try to get some clouds in here, so it shouldn't be too bad. Get some here and come down. And you know what I think I'm gonna do? I think I'm gonna have some water in here. So we're just gonna keep coming down. And down here where the water might be, I'm just gonna kind of do this, going side to side. Pull in. Now the water's got to be level, right? If not, well, it couldn't. I mean, you could have water that's not level, but that means it's a river or something that's moving around. I'm just gonna pull in, get this blue in here, and if we decide not to have water, I'll just get rid of it. Okay, that looks pretty good up there. We'll get some clouds in the light parts there. Okay, now see it's darker, so the cloud should show up a little better. More blue up here. A lot of phthalo blue, but yeah, there. You come in here, you can even go like this. See, keep those angles though. Sometimes the sky will have an angle to it. There. Simple. Pretty easy. Let's take a look there. 4 minutes. You got that done. Okay, I'm going to take, and I used this last time, this Blender brush when I was painting. It's a good little brush. I wish I could have music on, but when I do that, I get copyrighted and they won't post these. Sorry. Let's start here and just go back and forth. Okay, this is just a soft blender brush. It has hairs that fall out all the time, but it doesn't matter. You can, it's fine. Down here, we'll just go side to side. See, we get some water in there. The cloud's already in the water, so I don't have to mess with it. Right there. That brush has been working good today, and then we'll come in and grab. I kind of need a liner, or maybe I'll use a. And once again, I'm not very prepared, am I? It's something that's going to give me some clouds, but I'll just grab this, just an old old fan brush. And I want to come in and I want to make some angles on my clouds. Whoops, ruined that one. Can't use that one now. Not till later, maybe. I hit it with black. I kind of like that fan brush too. We'll use this one. This one will be fine. Oh, found a better one. Yeah, let's see. Where my new ones went. All my new ones went. Maybe one of these new ones. It's kind of a big one, but I haven't used this one yet. Okay, just grab some white. This is just titanium white. Okay, and I'm just going to come in here and kind of come in and tap these in. Go like this. See the highlight spots where this is pretty good thick paint. Grab some paint. Okay. Kind of go above the blue. You can kind of do what you want. I just want some simple little stuff coming in. Maybe right here. Have some fun. Move the brush around. You look at skies, you can't really mess them up because there's really no. You get that blue and that white in there, and you just got little angles on your clouds here. Okay, there. Maybe we can come in and grab a little right here. There's our clouds. Okay, kind of, I don't know what you'd call those. Okay, and this old brush again, right here. I'm just going to blend them to set them back. They don't need to be, come in and do this soft. You don't want to kill all that dark blue, but this brush will just, see how that goes? There. So you got your clouds, just like that. You got some stringy clouds in the sky. Those are probably the easiest ones you can do. It's really hard to mess those up. A little drink of water, getting froggy. Okay, so next thing we're going to do is put in some mountains. I know I do a lot of mountains, but I'm going to take and get a fan brush, but I'm going to get my, we use this one. I think I want to use this one. And we're just going to take, and I'm going to mix up some blue, some crimson. Okay. Want more crimson than blue in there, okay? I'm going to have to get some more blue. This is going to look nice. It's going to really stand out, okay? Maybe a little bit of white in there. Yeah, it's going to be a dark base. I'll get a little more white. Okay, maybe a little black in there too. And that looks pretty good. Maybe a little brown, just to get a little brown in there. Just putting some Van Dyke in there, mixing it up, okay? So I'm just going to take that, and then I'm going to go get a little on the end. And I'm going to start right about here. I'll go up a little high today, okay? I'm going to bring that way. I'm going to bring it down. How dark that is. Wow, that's a good color. If you get too much, I'm going to bring it up a little more because I don't want this to come way down. This one I want to be right there. And then this one I want to come over. You got a little hump there. Okay. Got a little more, and I'm just getting a little bit on the edge here. Okay, come here. Okay. Okay. And just bring that down. Okay. That looks pretty good. I hope. Maybe another one right here. Pull him up. If you're left-handed, it's easier to go this way and pull them this way. If you're right-handed, you can go the other way. I can paint with both hands, but you don't want to see me paint with my right hand. I can do certain things like trees and stuff, but this is a nice. This one's looking good. I like the contrast that we're getting. Okay. I do want this up here to be a little more. Yeah, maybe I'll leave it like that. Yeah, maybe come up a little bit right there. There. Maybe that a little. Now, when you're doing these, you kind of just worried about the top outsides, and I've, on a lot of my paintings, I've said that before. But okay. And then this, more than likely, is going to just kind of disappear. That's a nice mountain. Look at that. Let's see how it looks. Not bad. I'll take it. Okay, so I'm gonna wipe that knife off because when I don't do it and I lay it around, it kind of gets, it seems to get paint everywhere. Sure, you know how that works. You've all painted before. You've had that. So, excuse me. I'm gonna get a. Excuse me. I'm gonna get a dry brush. Just one of these little 99 centers. $1.99 at the art store. Michael, so I'll give him a little promo. No, 99 cents. So this one's 99 cents at Michael's. And it's a great brush. Great brush. So, and I think what we're going to do is just start grabbing some of this, pulling it lightly. A lot of paint on there. Oh, shoot. I didn't want to do that, but you have to get to the top, so that's what happens. But I'm just going to pull these, and I think I want them to go this way. Okay? And I can use a fan brush for this or whatever. It doesn't matter. I should have scraped some off. It would have made it a little easier. So I'm going to go back and do that. Okay? And we're going to give this one. We're going to pull him up a little. God, I like that. But there. How's that? Redo them a little. You want them the same height. You want them to be kind of different. And they're all different heights. So I think that'll work. So this one I could have done a little better with. But okay, pull that. Just don't mess with the tops. You can go like that. Kind of make a little round in there. I like that little in there. And just pull these out. Okay? There's a lot of paint on there. So then we're going to take that brush. I'm going to wipe it off. And I kind of just want to mist out the bottom. Okay? Just going to tap. Pull that out. Or you can pull it. Whatever. Tap it. Follow the angles. You know, and then come down here and just, if you miss the bottom, it gets lighter towards the bottom. And you can really kind of just, it's easier to put mist in front of it, okay? And we'll kind of come in with the knife today and see what we're going to do. Just kind of coming in and tapping that, you know, and there. And we can also come in and grab a little bit of white down here, put that in. Sometimes it's easier to go like this. Just tap it in there. Grabbing some white, just tapping it in. You know, and I think I'm going to go this way with it. So there, that gives you kind of a, and you can pull up a little bit. We still got to come in and put some dimension in these mountains because they look kind of flat right now. So I hope my voice is working on this one. Right, I'm going to try this guy again. I have one like this. It works good too. I think I'm going to try this one today. I got several of them. I got the old curly-haired guys ones too that are really good. They're really good. They work well too. A little drink of water. Get a little froggy. So what I'm going to do now is I want to get some highlights. And today we're going to put the highlights are going to be coming from this way. So we're just going to grab some white. Okay. Those mountains are a good color. Grab some white. I'm just going to pull it flat. I'm going to have to get some more. Just like that. Okay. And then I'm just going to cut across. Get a little paint on there. Okay. And I'm going to come up here. And I want to start most distant. So we'll maybe pull this one here. Let's touch. Flatten it out. Just barely touch and let it kind of pull. See that pulling off? That's the key to these mountains. Just let it pull. Because once you do that, it gives you that, it breaks, and then it gives you distance. If you don't break and it's not breaking for you, you're not going to get any distance. It'll be more harder to get the distance in them, okay? Let's come over here. Grab right here. Just barely touching. You can kind of rock your arm back, see? You want to get right on the edge. Now this one's going to come in front like that, okay? That looks pretty good, okay? Sometimes you get a little of that under the paint on. It says wipe it on a paper towel, okay? Grab some more. Pull it flat. You pull it flat like that and then cut in. You can get a better control and a little tighter roll on there, and that kind of comes into play pretty good. Okay, come back up. Touch. There. Got a little brown on there, but oh wow. Kind of open it up when you get to the bottom, okay? Grab one more. Maybe this is going to come over a little bit here. There. Barely touch. See how that looks? Not bad. Grab a little more. And maybe come right here. That's coming down. I don't know. But you gotta, angles are important on these mountains, okay? Can't really mess them up. Let's grab a little more. Let's go to this other peak here. Grab some there and just kind of, you can go like this, touch and pull, and as long as it breaks, it doesn't matter how you get it to break, it will look good. Maybe this one comes down. See? Have some fun with them. Okay. Good looking mountains there. 15 minutes in. I'm going to try to get this one done a little quicker than normal. I want to wipe that paint off. There. Flip. Okay. And then this one. It's harder because this brush has that point. So I might switch here. Yeah, never mind. Grab another roll on there. And maybe there's another little one here. Just keep pulling. Open the brush. It's not a brush. I always call it a brush. Open the knife up a little bit. Okay. Open the knife, and then you got the shadows. Maybe they're coming here. Okay. Maybe this one comes over and comes down like this. See, doesn't matter how you do it. Mountains are super, super easy. Maybe it comes here. I don't know. Got some more white. I'm gonna probably need some more white. Maybe there's a little peak right there. That's getting. Maybe it rounds a little and comes down. See? You just don't know where things are going to go, but that kind of pulls it over and it kind of comes around. And I like that. Oh, shoot, sorry. Kicked my foot on it again. I think we're good. Okay, and then I want to come over here and that little peak there kind of maybe goes up a little bit. That's dark. We'll leave that dark back there, but I want to get a little more right in here. Pull that down. There. Good. And then this might come down here and just, I think these are going to be covered up. Maybe that kind of comes up and doesn't matter how we do it. Get a little more right here and make that come down. Maybe that one kind of comes way down. See that? Just have fun when you paint mountains. Boy, you start working these mountains and knives and they're pretty easy. Look, I mean, those look pretty good. I will take them. Okay. Okay, what do we got to do next? You know, and I don't see, I mean, there's some dark in the mountains and everything, but I think the shadows look pretty good. I don't think I'm going to do, I might take the shadow color that we had and maybe take that with some white. I don't think I want a lot of, I'm going to have to get some more white because I don't want blue. I don't really want a lot of blue in the shadow. So I'm going to get some more titanium white. Okay. Had to move that so it stays not too dirty. Hope you can hear me tonight. Never really know till I'm done. I'm just going to take that color there. This is going to be a little lighter than this, but darker than the highlights. Okay, one more. Don't over mix it, okay? And then just grab some, come over here. Start with this one. Comes this way. There. A little bit there. A little bit there, maybe. Or you can get what you need in there. Okay, see? And if you have to come back, you can. Sometimes you want to leave dark spots too. Pull that in and pull that way. You gotta have some real dark in there too. Maybe that comes down there. This one, you know, maybe he's like right there. The peak comes over. Pull it that way. See that? Gives a little indications of maybe this one. You can put that up in there and pull. You can't mess them up. It'll just give them, you mix them in there, they get a little, keep walking around the, over here. Look at this. Kind of blow that there and just kind of, this is I think I'm going to have a tree covering some of this. So, and over here, push up into it, pull. Pull down. Just getting what I can off of here. Just there. See how easy that is? Now, we kind of lost a peak there, so you can simply go back in, grab some white again, pull it out, a little white on there, and maybe we wanted that peak right about there. See that? Pull down. What the heck is that? You start scraping, you can get yourself in trouble, but there's a lump on there. Must have got some paint. Oh, there. Just knock it off. Come back in, get some white, pull it flat like we did. Come back in, piece there, just pull. These are, see, fix it. Maybe this one here you want to pull that way. There. Really can't get yourself in trouble when you're doing mountains. Maybe this one you want to go more there. I don't know. Puts another peak in there. Okay. Work ourselves to death on mountains here. We're not careful. All right, so we got that. Good. Then I'm going to come in and take, what was the brush I was using? We'll just use this one again here. And I'm just going to come in and kind of tap the bottom because we want, like we did before, we just want to grab a little and don't want a line there. You want to come up higher on some, lower on the others. See? There. So now you got a little mist. You can grab a little white if you need to. Some areas. Okay. You can pull that down. You can go up, follow your angles. That should look good. Pretty good mountain. This one might go a little longer than I thought. Sorry. Are we close enough? Yeah, I think we can see good. Pretty good mountains there. Okay, so now we got those looking pretty good there, and we're going to come down and grab some, this old guy here that I did trees with earlier. And we're going to, oh shoot, I'm going to use what's on there, but I'm going to mix some color here. I'm going to get some black, mix that in, some of this alizarin, okay, some green, okay, it's going to be a tree color, okay, got some more green in there. I'm going to need some more blue, phthalo blue, some more of that up there, okay, and this is just going to be some tree color, so I'm going to grab some of that, mix some blue in there, and just kind of, that'll be my base tree color. Throw a little more black in there. I got so much of it, I'm not going to use it all. More crimson too, maybe. Grab that green, because this is going to go on the base of the land too. So there. Hopefully you can see that. I'm not very good at the palette stuff. Okay, that'll work. And then I'm going to drop that off. There. Grab my fan brush. Come in here and grab some color. Okay. We're going to just come in and we're going to just start putting trees in. I'm not going to go super high on this side. Maybe right there. See? Tap it in. So we're going to have some land that comes down here. Okay. And we're just going to go. See how I'm doing that? Just pushing it in. Tap that way, this way. Okay. And we're going to do that. The land is going to kind of come out to there. Ooh. Just got to do it. Okay. And we're going to have some water in here. Okay. But we want some nice, yeah. See? And then over here we can kind of go that way if you want. Sometimes it's kind of difficult, but like here, we can come in and go up that, go up. Sometimes I like to start in the middle so I don't get too much on the top. And okay, we'll go here. I want that one to be a little smaller. And it's just gonna, there's a ton of paint here. See? I'm gonna start here, start this way. Just gonna tap that way. Okay? All right. Kind of come up light. Go down or up. Some people go down, some go up. there you got some trees there. They look pretty good. Maybe we'll come over here and do one. Okay. Again, start this way, and then you can, as you go down, just hit it, tap it. You'll figure it out. All brushes are different too, and then just barely at the top here. You can always get a smaller brush for the top, but pine trees, you don't need to make them perfect because they ain't perfect. They got all kinds of issues with them, and there's always, seems like something is missing on them. All the ones I see when I'm out working. Okay, see, just tap back and forth. These smaller ones are even easier because, okay, maybe use a little of that base color, knock some of the paint off, come back up, just touch. There, see? So you got there, that looks pretty good, some trees there. Okay, and then we're gonna probably bring that out a little bit to there. Because we're gonna have water, this is gonna be all mist, but you can just do what you want here. It's just gonna be just some grass, some land. Bring it down a little bit. I think we'll bring it up that way. Okay? Just tapping that dark in there. You do whatever you need to. So there, you kind of have, you can see a little peninsula there. That's not bad. Then over here, I think I want to bring this out. We're gonna leave a little there, so I'm gonna bring it here. I'm gonna start with there. Ooh, go this way. Okay? And that side's gonna be over here. Got to have the foreground, right? That's going to come down. So we're going to have water in here, right? And it might come all the way here. I don't know. Little piece there. You know, it's going to be dark all the way down to about here. Okay. And you got some little areas in there you can, okay, you can do. Pull that out a little more. There. There, so you can see the water's going to come through there from the back and then the front. And you know we're probably going to have some trees on this side. So we'll come up here. Ooh. Just going to put that in. Bring him down because you're going to have a huge tree there. It's an easy way to paint. Easy way. There's a lot of paint on here. This is going to probably take a while to dry. See what I'm doing? Just flatten that. When you get these bigger trees, you can use the whole brush. They're simple. Bring that down to about there. Okay. Okay, maybe you want to pull a little there. Oh, there. There. Then up top, go back and work him. Okay. A little bit up top. Maybe you can start here. There. And if you have to, you can make it a little bigger down here. That's a pretty good looking tree. I think that'll pass. Pass our tree test for the day. Okay. Yeah, there's one there. Kind of like that gap over here. Kind of nice, but maybe we're going to come in and put another one right here. I want to fill this in over here pretty much. Maybe not all of it, just a little bit there. You can leave some holes in there so you can see through. I think that always looks good. I'm running out of paint here. Okay, and yeah, and maybe we'll have, ooh, can't do that. Put one here. There. And then we'll put him in. Okay, start in the middle and work your way out. These smaller ones are pretty easy. They're barely touch. If you make them too big, just make them a little bigger, but be careful. Okay, there. So you got that tree there. You got all kinds of cool stuff. And then your water is going to kind of come in from the side here. And we're going to be pretty good back there. You maybe, what we want to do, we're going to block this in a little more. There. See how that goes? Down, 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 down. Okay. That looks pretty good as far as our water goes. I think we can get away with that. Then I'm going to use this guy again. I used this earlier. We're just going to take and pull. down here. Anytime you have these, you got to have reflections to make this look good, right? We have to put tree reflections in. I wasn't thinking about that, doing it today, but we might. Okay, a little lighter there. Okay, I'm gonna wipe this off a little bit. Put some reflections right here. See that? Some here. Pull them down. There, you got reflections back in there. Can come down a little more. So you can see where the water lines are, right? And it makes it look kind of cool. These are super easy to do. Anybody, you can do them. Okay, the mountains look pretty bold. The trees look pretty aggressive. A little sip of water there. Okay, and I kind of want to leave this one kind of open here, but we got to get some reflections in over here. Okay, so we're going to use the same. We got that in. I want to come back in and take. I got this brush, but I think this. I'm going to grab a dry brush. Okay, I'm going to take this brush. I'm going to pull this way. This way will be fine. Okay, that is the smaller part. You can go in. That kind of just gives it a little sheen, right? Over here. There. And we're going to come in and put some trees in here. So we're going to come down here in the water. And you're not going to be able to see them very well. But we're going to do here. See that one? That was about there. This one's going to be a little bigger, right? Okay, and we're going to come in and do the same thing. I'm just going to kind of work from the bottom up, though. These don't need to be perfect. Okay. This is pretty good. And then you're going to come in here. See? Just a little bit there. Reflections aren't that tough. Now this one's going to be bigger. He might go all the way off the canvas. Okay. Make sure. Start at the bottom if you want it hot. And just another thing you can do here. There, that one's going to come all the way off into the foreground. Another thing you can do is flip your canvas upside down if you want. Okay. So you got your indications. You know what's there. And your lights, they're coming down. Okay. And over here, I want to take and my dog's outside barking. Over here, we can kind of, you know what? I'm just going to take and plug that in. Okay. There. We're going to do a little different there. There's a little bit there, but I want that to come down to there. Okay, so it's kind of pulls forward, and yeah, I think we're gonna do that. All right, looks good. Okay, so now we've got all this. I'm gonna take, like this, my knife is filthy, but I'm gonna just take here. You can do is grab the knife and make these come up a little bit. See, make them a little pointier. Keep them straight though. It's easy to get off your rocker here and kind of monkey them up, but see, yeah, that one there, a little higher. Trees are usually pointy on the top, you know, and they can stick up a little bit. That makes them look a little bit better. Okay. Oh, what time we got here? We're getting close. 34 minutes. I might be able to knock this out a little faster. So we've got to take that same brush. We got to do like with these here. We've got to take and with these reflections, we're going to lightly pull down. Okay. Or maybe I'll just leave them and go sideways. Let's see how this looks. Yep, clean brush. So this one's going to take a little work because what you don't want to do is get a bunch of, just going to go across, level, wipe it, level, start at the top. Okay, level, level. And as you get to the bottom, it can get a little darker. So see, that kind of blends them in a little better. And just all I did was wipe the brush off with this filthy towel that I used. So I'm gonna have to get a clean one now. Okay, let's go in here, pull that off. That one's dirty too. Oh, this is how you're, okay. All right, so let's see here. What are we doing next? Okay, everything's looking good. I think I want to get, I'm going to do something here real quick too before I forget. Got a little more white. Okay, go down, just get a little of that white, very white, get a little roll. I want to pull this down a little more, right about, pull this down just a little more. Okay, I don't want to get into my, there. I don't want to get into my, there, I like that better. I didn't want to get into my tree there because that would have been a bad deal. Okay, so we got to come in here and get some, we're going to take some white and some of that purple, whatever the color it was. Okay, I'm just mixing it. And then we're just going to take a little bit on the brush, come in here on the knife. Just kind of come in here and touch and pull, just get a little water line in there. Okay, very little. And then just pull it. Okay, see, you kind of want this side to go down a little, but there, that gives you a little separation, right? And over here, there might be a little bit. Point there. Pull it out. And here, we decided we have a water line going out. Keep in mind, these can go past there. Watch this. You don't have to be right to the end of it, okay? There. So you got little water lines there. Maybe there's a little land going out there. Doesn't matter. Okay? That looks all right. Maybe it comes up a little. We don't know. Touch a little higher. You can do whatever you want. Okay. I think that'll work out pretty good. Okay, next up, we've got a lot of highlights I want to put in here. Okay, so I'm going to get some yellow. We'll start with the trees, and I think what I want to do also is get some limbs on these trees. So I'm going to take some white right here, some of this color, some of this brown, a little more white. I want them to stand out a little bit. Pretty bright. Okay, get a little on there. I'm just going to come in here and start tapping. Barely touch. Okay, over here, this one might be a little bigger at the bottom. See, get those in there. Over here, touch. There's a lot of paint on this thing, so you can kind of come in and decide a little bit right here. We're going to cover some of these up when we put some highlights on them, right? Over here, touch. See? Pull them down if you want. Who knows? Get a little bit on there. This is a bigger one. Touch. Okay. One more. Oop, at the camera. Mess up the filming. Okay, there. That one got a little light in the middle, but it doesn't matter. We'll fix it. You can come back in like here and just do something like that. And you take old backup brush, just tap it in, cover it up. See? Doesn't, you can, maybe that tree's got several stumps on it. You don't know. Okay. We got a lot of paint on the canvas. So now we're going to come in. I'm going to take this yellow. I'm going to make these a little brighter. I like that yellow. Okay. I'm going to get some paint thinner. We're going to put some highlights in here. Okay. Some paint thinner because it's got to be thin because we have a ton of paint on here. I'm just getting a little bit of paint thinner, odorless. I don't use a lot in the house, but see that? There. Pretty thin. Let's see how it looks. We're going to come up here and we're going to just put some, now the light's coming from this side, so we're just going to try this one out first. Ready? Just going to come in and tap. I like that. Let the what come off, and I'm just tapping in. Okay. Darker as you get to the bottom, okay? And you come in and smash it in there. Sometimes you got to go in the middle. You have branches sticking out the middle over here. And that covers up the, see how it covers the, and down below, it's lighter, this touch lighter, let it get darker. There, and we're going to have some stuff at the bottom. This one here is going to have a little bit there, a little there. Looks pretty good. I wanted this to stand out a little. It might be a little bright, but over here, it's a little bit, okay? A little greener. You really can't mess these up. You get too much, oh well. Okay, put one in the middle, kind of come to the side. You're going to mix some paint here. If your paint's not thin enough, I think we're doing pretty good. I'll get a little more paint thinner. Okay, grab some more of that yellow. I'm just getting as much as, I'm just kind of tapping it on the, over here, just. And down below, darker. Darker. Okay, we need a little peninsula out here, right? Tap that in. Just a grass, some grass there. It's a good color. Okay. There. And we're going to need some over here. Make that better. A good color. Let's push it on there. There. See how that comes out? And you can mush it into the, mud like this one. Okay, down here. There's some highlights in there. Sometimes you step back and take a look. Make sure it'll be a little dark in there. Maybe it comes out here at the bottom. Okay, a little darker underneath there where the shadows are, but you've got some good color there. Maybe you want this a little darker. You can come in and darken some of this up. See how I'm just putting some green over it? See some spots where you think it might be too dark, too light? Tap them again. See that? Maybe right there is a little darker than I want it. That green looks a little more earthy than that yellow. Come in and tap it, and it kind of breaks it down. Same with over here. Grab some green. Get too much, you don't want to lose all your dark. Okay, that doesn't look too bad. Those are pretty good looking trees. Okay, now we might want to come in and do some of this in the water too. You're going to have some of that reflections in there, right? So, and put that in. Just tap a little on the brush, bringing it down. Now, if you like this, I know we're kind of far in, but if you see something you might like at your these paintings, I have so many. If you see one you might like for your house, let me know. We're 100% positive we can find a fair price for both of us that we could agree on. So if you do think you might like one of these that I do online, or you see something on my website, let me know. We'll get it to you. Shoot, I don't need them. Okay, start here. Here. See, that just kind of kills it. You start at the top, you have less, you got less, and I'm just barely swiping to the side, and then it gives you that nice little glare. Nice little glare. We have that. Now we got to get some indications in the water, don't you think? Let's take some white, pull it out. That white, maybe a little darken up a little bit. Okay, then I'm just going to kind of come in and I'm going to roll it on the top of this knife, and then we're just going to kind of come in here, and I'm going to add a little brown to it though. I don't want it super white. I just add a little brown. Let's come out here and a little more right here. Try to keep them level. It won't look right. That one kind of got a little away from me. Okay. Under here. Just kind of do some little, pushing, and you can get on the bottom and just scrub that way. Right over here. See that? Makes you look like you got some water in there, a little something going on. Bigger right there. If it's too much, you just grab it and keep moving it. Like there. This one. There. Kind of gives you some little indications that there's some stuff going on in the water. See up here, you got a little something going on. Okay. Right underneath there, like this here. This little guy right here. Maybe that goes out a little more. There. You got a little lip there. So it kind of kills you. You can't really tell where the water's coming from after that, can you? You kind of got some little hideouts there. So that looks pretty good. What are we missing? What are we missing? Maybe we can get some little bushes in the front. We got all this, but if I was to take, I got this brush I used earlier. I'm going to wet it down. It's just a little, I could also use maybe we get this brush, nice yellow. Load him full. Maybe we get some little bushes sticking out here with a lot of color on them. See? Some white in there. It's going to be tough. Some white. There. Some more little color in there. Once you get all this paint on here, I'm going to get some more white. Mix it with that yellow. Try to lighten some little bushes again. In there, in the foreground. Right? Maybe there's one down here. Kind of gives you a little bit of something going on there. A little bit here. A lot of paint here now. Oh, I got some of that purple. Oh, see how it does. That's okay. So there. You've got some indications in there, some bushes and some stuff like that. We have got a lot of paint on here, so it gets hard to mix, right? So I think that looks pretty good. So I want to come in and do one thing here. Get a little dark on that fan brush. I kind of want to pop a little dark down here in these corners. See how that'll kind of push your little green, a little that darker green, and just kind of see that kind of makes it a little darker on the bottom. It kind of looks better on the eye. Then you can come back in if you don't like it. Grab your brush with the colors and then just kind of there. Push up. Something like that. It gives you just good little indications of some stuff going on down there, and that's kind of just comes right out. That little, maybe he's got some light there. Bring him out a little farther. And it just looks like a nice little area there that you can have. So there, that's a simple painting. We've got some trees. You've got some big old bulky mountains in the background. And I think that looks good. I'm not sure what else we would do. You could put some, maybe, let's see. I got an idea. Hold on. I'm going to take this knife. Take some, since I've got all this brown, take some Van Dyke brown. Van Dyke brown. You'll like this. Something you can do. Okay. Van Dyke brown. Oh boy. What did I do? Okay. Van Dyke brown. There. Right there. Let that get too big. Okay. There's a stump out in the water. Right there. This gives it a little more, it makes it look better, I think. Okay. And then we'll take a little bit of this mixture I had of this burnt sienna. Where's the light coming from? This side? It's just going to come in and just a little rock out in the water. A little sienna, maybe get a little lighter. Too much. Oh yeah, that looks good. You can even start with the burnt sienna on there and just kind of, okay, this little rocky looking thing. Keep it on the highlight side, right? Okay, you can come back in and that right there. Okay, look at that little rock out in the water there, just hanging out. Okay, now we got to set that back a little bit. So I want to take and, first of all, I need a little water. We got to come back and we'll grab, heck, we started with this one, we might as well finish with it. But we kind of got to take some white, right? Grab some white maybe on here. Get on there and just kind of come in here and make that come down there a little bit. See? Some white, maybe a little more white. Over here. It's going to have to stand out. We need some good white in there. Okay. And sometimes you can use a thinner white here. Maybe it goes behind there. See that? That kind of gives it a little, might be a little more. I probably wouldn't mind a little more white, but gotta stand out a little bit right there. See? Pull that out. Maybe it comes behind there. Got a little rock there, and maybe get a little more right on the edge of this guy. Maybe he comes up here a little bit, just a little bit. Right here. Goes behind him, so it kind of sets him back a little bit. See how that goes? This is a good one. I like this. There. So you got that little rock in there and that water. You can come back in and get a little underneath him. You know, under there. Didn't get me there, did we? A little more white there. Kind of comes back in, and water can have anything you want in it. There. So you got your foot. Now we didn't see the mountains in there, but not a big deal. But they're too far back. Maybe they're not reflecting in there and stuff. So, okay, I think this one's about ready for a little signing. Let's try one more thing here. I want a little more. Maybe this. Let's see. Maybe this one here. Try getting him a little further. Oh, I need some more white. I might be in trouble. No. There. See? Pull that down just to give it a little more. That'd be a tough one to climb, wouldn't it? Okay. I know I still have my liner brush over here. Get some more of that red that I saved. This is it for me tonight. Hopefully you guys learned something here. You can, gosh, when you get into the waters, you can do whatever you want. You can put anything you want in there. It's just, you know, that rock looks good. You can put some blue in there if you wanted. L, P. My head in the way. Oops, I think I put an R in there. Put that R in there. P. Oh, that looks a little. There. These are easier to sign when there's. I'm just rolling it, and then R. Pick that R. There. LPR. So there it is, signed. And hope you guys like this one. And once again, thanks for watching, and have a wonderful day.